Feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more.
Welcome to another Feed Me More Nutrition Wednesday Live. I am the big guy, Ryback. Thank you guys for joining me. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Everybody joining me over on Instagram, the big guy, Ryback22, and also on TikTok. Appreciate all you guys swinging by. As always, here on YouTube, Ryback TV, Ryback Rules on Twitch. And then we're also doing a Periscope today at Ryback. Just got done, had a big conditioning workout day off for the shoulder. Little recovery day, but a very, very, very strenuous conditioning day of 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, high intensity interval training for 30, and then incline sprints for 4 rounds on a level 10 incline, level 9 speed. That will zap you. That will zap you, especially after 30 really intense minutes on the Stairmaster, and then finished it on the with sled drives, sled sprints, whatever you want to call them, pushing the sled with 160 pounds plus the weight of the sled, which was probably anywhere between 30 and 50 pounds, maybe a little more, but in that vicinity, I would, if I'm guessing, on that. So close to 200-pound sled pushes for the whatever the distance was there and back with a minute rest. And I'm not going to lie, I felt like I was a little bit fatigued in the way that I thought I might pass out, not like out of breath, like as far as like you ever like just I pushed myself really hard. I sweated a lot, lost a lot of water, and I'm actually still drenched. I got some vegan burritos on the way, and then I'm going to be making a performance meal, ordering some groceries, and doing a few things. Got a lot of Feed Me More Nutrition work to do tonight after we do all this. So that's my Cinco de Mayo treat. I'm not doing chips and salsa. I would love just to go have chips and salsa and drink tequila all day. I'm really limiting like the wine. I do wine a few nights a week, but I've cut that down quite a bit, and just really honing in more and more as we go along with all this. So great week on the shoulder. I got another deal tomorrow, working on it before I train. So as well as my work tonight. We're going to get to some questions with you guys on all of this, just answering health and fitness, everything. If you got some wrestling stuff, what we're going to probably be doing, I got a call on Monday about the Ryback show, doing it once a week, and I got to see about bringing it to radio, and where the Ryback show will be an interactive show where I'll actually play a little bit of music on the show, the big guys hits, but health and fitness, Feed Me More Nutrition, and also wrestling, kind of combining everything into one, and doing a really cool show that I will be able to do that will be very similar to this, but where guests will be able to call in directly and have conversations. I think that will allow for a whole new level of entertainment, good in a good way, on a very positive, I think, for helping people, but also for the occasional quote unquote negative marks that want to call in because it's not going to be video. So you're going to be more prone to getting people that might have the balls to call in, which I think would make for some very, very, very entertaining conversations. So I got a call Monday. We're going to see about that, and I got to see how I can incorporate that and possibly doing that, and also getting the footage and doing it for YouTube and for the podcast station as well. Because if you do something, you want it to go across all platforms. But we'll see, and if I can fit it in, and then that way too, it's not interviewing guests, which if you guys have heard me in the past, it was my biggest of everything I've done. getting scheduling guests is my least favorite thing in the world. It sucks. People cancel on you, and I'm too busy, and I don't have the patience for it. And they just, and I get it. I don't think people quite understand like what it takes actually running a business that's going to seven figures. And it's just like that kind of really, and then the internet stuff that really caused a lot of problems. And the break just allowed me to kind of reset. But a company contacted me about bringing the show to radio, and they're fans. Very kind words. So we'll see how it goes. I've never been to Mexico. They've had people, Conan and Alberto Del Rio. They've asked multiple times, and I've just not wasn't taking bookings with everything that it all happened after Sophie. I would love to come wrestle down there because I've never been there. I think it would actually we would do some very good business. I think once I'm fully ready, if an opportunity presents itself, I think it'll be a really cool experience, and I think a lot of people are going to make a lot of money. So, I started Feed Me More Nutrition, and well, the work for it started in 2016. It launched January of 2017. So, what's that? This is year 5 already, which is crazy to me. But first few years, everything was a blur with everything in my life and how much work I was doing and everything. And now there's so much more work because from a content creation and creative standpoint and marketing and understanding that even more, and overseeing everything, it's a lot, but as well as just life, So, but it was something I started making my own supplements in my 20s. And I've always been very passionate about this. And I'm a big believer in investing in our bodies, in our minds, just health. I've always been very health oriented, even if in things that I've evolved my mindset, obviously with my diet. And I feel like this stage of the game is by far the healthiest I've ever been, and just in really firing on all cylinders. And I've got to this point by keeping an open mind and adjusting along the way. And I've, always ate vegetables and fruits every once in a while, but not as much as I should have. And because I was just looking at it a lot from much more of a macro standpoint than a micronutrient and antioxidant standpoint. But where I'm at right now and really pumped, I think prime years are 39 to 50 from an activity level for me. I think it's where I'm going to really, I think and from a business standpoint, certainly, but I think as far as like activity I think we're going to see a really cool 10, 11 years coming up here. Happy birthday, mi amigo. Kevin says nothing has ever got me up and running like your wake up unlimited energy. It's crazy how good it works and taste. Thanks, big guy. Thank you very much, Kevin. It's the real deal. It's the official energy of the big guy Ryback. So this stuff is big guy approved. This is what I use I take it first thing in the morning. So I'm so happy that it's working for you too, man. That's cool. I can't wait. I want to have 100 different things out with everything. And then we're running a supplement company. In growing it as fast as I did, it's a lot of money. All of it, man. It's like the more supplements you have, the more money you have on inventory, on reorders, everything. It's just and learning all this along the way. What a cool process. But it really makes me feel good that people are really, they love the stuff because this is an extension of me and what I've learned and what really works for me. And it's not to say it's going to work for everybody, but I really think if you go into it with a fair mindset and do the work attitude, this stuff could really add a lot of value to people's lives. I've not seen anything on the Bell Life. I haven't seen that situation. I know somebody had mentioned it in the last video we did, and if they're putting all their stuff on a website now, I hope they get all their traffic over there and are able to monetize it and not be restricted, and all of that. We live in a very crazy period with social media companies. You guys see it. Look how many subs. You got to look at the videos, how many subscribers I have now from the first when we started doing all this, and how just very odd numbers on everything. And these big tech companies, they work with other big companies, and there's a lot of crazy, shady stuff that goes on. And if you're involved in this, looking out from the outside, you might be like, oh no, you're crazy. It just simply, you just look at the numbers and you could tell and not just mine and other people as well, their accounts, that some stuff doesn't quite add up. Like, how do you get hundreds of thousands more subscribers, but your numbers keep going down? Why would people keep subscribing to you, right? Why wouldn't they unsubscribe? Are they not getting notifications? A lot of people say they have them turned on and don't get them. Things like that, you question, how does that keep happening? I don't know. But I think those guys they'll do well regardless. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Woken, for the retire comment. I think I'm going to keep going. And I think I'm just going to do it just to annoy all of the people that want me to retire. I think I'm just going to just go win championships. I don't know. And then gloat about it and be really happy. But, maybe I'll just keep doing my thing. No, these are live. Welcome everybody, Instagram and TikTok. Yo, 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 yo. Tim T on your 11th Zevia. My friend, that's an expensive habit. I get a little sometimes concerned with the idiocracy going on in the world. I mean, I was never, even at a young age, I knew how to form complete sentences. And, I know everyone's education's a little bit different and whatnot. But I mean, I read some dumb shit comments on here. And just from not even negative things, just people trying to talk. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, man? Hello, hello, hello. Please, Kurt, check out the Big Guy Testosterone Booster. You can read about it on feedmemore.com. We get emails and things from people, and I'm telling you from firsthand experience that it blood test proven, increase your total and free testosterone. I'm going to say this with complete 100% confidence. There is not another natural testosterone booster on the market. No other company is giving you what Feed Me More Nutrition is giving you. I promise you, and especially at the price. I should be charging a lot more for that product. And it's going to increase your testosterone, and it's going to increase your libido. And I just say, give it a chance. And if you want certainty, get blood work before you start, and then get blood work around the 10, 11, 12-week mark while on it, and you will see firsthand just how great it is. That's no bullshit. That's not lying to you. That is this stuff works. I would not be doing what I'm doing if I did not believe and know that it works. Thoughts on the 12 to 15 rep range? Love it. I think, again, it comes down to your goals and, when what you're doing. It depends on your body. If you're hurt, if you're not hurt, if you've strained something, if you're an endurance, doing something with fighting and you need to do things. And I'm a big believer in incorporating a mixed range of reps, which I always have kind of adhered to. But I went to, when I was really, really hurt early on into my stem cell procedures, even before, I was having a really difficult time lifting with my shoulder and my back heavy weight. And I had to completely reevaluate everything. And I actually, during that period, I remember I used to post about it. I would do the 12 to 15 rep range of supersets. I would do where one actual set would sometimes be 10 sets of supersets of over 100 reps. And that would be one set. And it was keeping me stimulating muscle, and I was probably doing a little bit too much, but I didn't know what else to do because I couldn't lift nowhere near the amount without hurting myself what I was doing. And I was wrestling for those 2 years. So it kept me in good enough shape. And I thought I looked good for adjusting my training and going through all that. So hello, hello, hello. Thank you very much, buddy, on your being your favorite wrestler. I see people that leave that, and man, it means a lot. And I look forward to hopefully getting back and hopefully being able to perform at the highest level, which I know I will. I wouldn't go back if I didn't think I could, and have round 2 be way better than round 1. We are, yeah. I want to get the whole food multivitamin greens formula, guys. We're working on everything here now. This stuff it's not. Every time I told you guys when I come out with a new supplement, it's very expensive, and especially with the trajectory that we're on, and I have to be very careful because there's going to come a point where I'm going to have to be putting a huge chunk of money in this to scale this everything up at once. And the supplements are a lot of money. So it's going to happen. And I got the list of everything. So how long do I think the big guy will take to work for you? I think you're going to start within the first couple weeks. You're going to start feeling it, no doubt. And I think it's just going to continue to increase from there. It works, but and just be patient with it. I say get lab work done. That's the only way you know for sure. But you're gonna know when taking it over a course of a matter of weeks. Now, if you're expecting though, like I tell people with the fat burner, if you start taking this stuff and you make 0 changes to your diet, or you're eating very, very unhealthy, you're drinking a lot of alcohol, and you start taking this stuff and you think this stuff's going to get me big and jacked and strong, and I'm going to look like Ryback, I'm going to say don't buy it. It doesn't work like that. And that's supplements. Like there's a lot of shit supplements out there, but this stuff is an investment in your mind and your body, and you got to do the work with this stuff. It's the only way. That's why a lot of people, and I've heard, and like I've seen people that are longtime steroid users and abusers. They'll be like, "Oh, supplements don't work, steroids work." These people have they have the absolute shittiest mindset I've ever seen on the planet, and they're lazy. The majority of them, they're extremely lazy, and they don't understand because they like to take stuff and then they eat really shitty still, and they go do their drugs and their cocaine and their alcohol here in Vegas. I see it all the time, and they don't understand. Well, supplements don't work as good as steroids. Man, they're lost causes. Good luck on your police polygraph. Just be honest. Just be honest. That's all you could do. Good question, Lane. One of the things I've noticed with gaining weight is losing flexibility and feeling more sluggish. How do you maintain size while keeping flexibility? I think so. I feel my body is more limber and pliable now, though, switching to vegan. I firmly believe in when I was eating all the pounds of meat and consuming dairy, and I used to stretch every day for 30 to 45 minutes, stretch throughout the day, and I would tighten. I was always tight, and again, these were my injuries. They weren't helping. My body was in a constant state of inflammation. So typically, too, when you're gaining weight like that, you're eating even more of that stuff, mostly, unless you're vegan. But I'm telling you, if you switch, your inflammation is going to drop drastically. You're going to notice a huge difference. But I would say you just, regardless, you got to, and I believe this. I believe consuming massive amounts of animal products and dairy, you're just wasting your time stretching. The tightness comes right back, and that's in my experience exactly what happened. Did nothing for me. I'm more flexible now, not stretching, being vegan than I was. And don't get me wrong, I'll do a few movements here and there, but even if I am a little tight, that loosens up almost instantly. It's just a complete difference, and my body just feels so much better. But you gotta, with great muscle comes great responsibility. So just by, in theory, at the most basic level, the more muscle that you have on your body, though, that you got, that's more inflammation that you could hold if you're on that diet as well. And it's going to increase your tightness at a very basic level of understanding on that. So I think it's, you know, you got to assess all that. And then, you know, if it's something where you need your flexibility, and again, unless you're part of like one of the acts here in Vegas, I think I see a lot of people, and I'm big. This is my mindset, so not everyone's going to agree with this. You see the videos of people that learn like all those cool tricks and do all that stuff. I think it's fantastic. My thing is, though, I think a lot of people, distractions are a real thing. People will spend hours, days, all this time to learn something cool for a video that ultimately at the end of the day is not going to make them any money or do anything good, that doesn't translate to anything else. Now there's in-betweens on all this where, right? I think a lot of people stretch, and I used to be one of them. And there was really no good reason for it other than, it's one thing if you like it and it makes you feel good, but I always got so tight again. I didn't understand why I was always so tight. So you got to know why you're doing it as well. You know, like if I'm going to go into a wrestling match, I want to make sure my hips and my inner thighs and all that, I want to make sure I'm limber, because if I'm going to throw a kick or a boot, I'm getting my leg up to a certain level. I'm going to make sure I'm flexible in that short range of period where I go through a quick little deal, right? But like outside of that, like if you're just living your day-to-day life, it's like, what can you be doing in that time that might be a little more beneficial? Tightness isn't necessarily bad either. Tightness happens for a reason, to protect us too. And there's a lot of physiotherapists that bring up a lot of valid, great points on. I'm not a big believer, because I used to hurt myself doing the yoga when I was, especially at my worst. I was elongating stuff that did not need to be elongated at the time, and it made me a lot worse. And then when I quit doing it, it helped a lot. So. Thank you very much, buddy, for buying the tickets to come see that. That was what it was. We ship worldwide on Feed Me More Nutrition. Everything on feedmemore.com. We ship $19.99 flat rate to Canada, $34.99 flat rate to the rest of the world. So I always tell people to make sure, buy a few things or save up, because we actually pay the difference. The shipping can go all the way up to over $100 for the bigger orders to the international. And all you do, we cap it off at $34.99. We pay the difference and eat the cost in that out of the profits, so that people worldwide can buy the supplements. Yeah, great question. Do you believe being vegan is worth the extra cost and caution compared to a normal meat eating diet? Yes. Um, and it's, if you're buying your food and cooking the majority of your food at home, and you could actually meal prep it, there's not a drastic difference in cost from how I was eating healthy, what I thought eating the meat products, to eating healthy being vegan. It's almost identical. Because too, you got to learn the foods. And once you do that, and then you buy, you'll see it's not nearly as expensive as what it's been made out to be. Now, I will say, when you're eating out and eating at vegan restaurants, it can be a little pricier because their costs are higher to when they buy their goods with that and the food, and they're prepping and then the whole deal. So my thing is but there's a way to go out and eat still enjoy going out and eating well, and whatnot within your budget if you do it right. I think it's well worth it. Food's the most important thing that we put into our body, guys. Fix our food, we fix our mood. We got to be smarter than what we've been taught. We have to erase everything and learn for ourselves. Look at the world, look at all the health problems, and you got to say, why are we in the position we are in as a whole around the world, and specifically really in the United States? We've been sold shit for far too long, and people are waking up to it now. Why wouldn't you invest in what you're putting in your body? It's more important than anything else because it directly affects everything else that we do. Kurt says your brain supplement is cheaper than most. Why is that? Because I'm not a piece of shit, Kurt. Straight up. I got into this. All my products cost 3 to 5 times more than the majority of these companies because we give you more value with each bottle. I hate the supplement industry. I can't make this any more clear. I got into this to make a difference and to give, because I get people price gouging, and I see like Alpha Brain, those motherfuckers over at On It. I think Alpha Brain's a great supplement. It's not an $80 supplement. They are raping people left and right, and I hate it. My product cost a lot more to make than theirs. I promise you. I promise you. That's how much they're price gouging people. I love capitalism for good, where everybody wins. And I believe in providing value. And I learned that from my business books. And a lot of them will say to go charge more money because people are stupid and they need to think they're buying more, getting more value by paying more, right? And I don't care. Let people be fucking stupid. The people that use my products are going to know they're better than the other products out there based off how they feel off of them. So maybe I don't win short term, but long term, I'm Gary Vaynerchuk on this. I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking running this till the day I die. Give people value. They will be loyal customers. And I say this, and I'll post a fucking screenshot of it. The last month, we have 73% returning customers. That is so much better than the majority of supplement companies out there, businesses. Think about that. 73% product customer retention rate. How's that possible? By giving value. You can look. I encourage you to look at the ingredients, look at the milligrams, and go look at the other companies, and you'll go, "Oh, I get it." No, yeah, I'm not a fan of the artificial sweeteners and colors at all. They don't belong in supplements. Any company uses them, they're a piece of shit, straight up. And that's just being blunt and straightforward. They may not like it. There's no reason for that stuff to be in supplements. I think it's very difficult to burn body fat and gain muscle at the same time. I think you can keep it fairly decent, but you're going to inevitably incorporating more calories. You're gonna put on a little bit of body fat doing that. It's inevitable. And again, it comes down to the quality of the food you're eating, and genetics, fat metabolism, just all of it. There's so many different things. People that take massive amounts of steroids, they will be able to skew that greatly. Depending on the products, our plant-based protein, which has been selling very, very well, the caramel cookie, ISO Hungry, any age with the supplements on that, the BCAA, same, anything like that. And I think with the other stuff, the kick out immune system support, that's safe if I had kids, I would have them on that like I am. I haven't been sick in over 8.5 years on it. So, and again, diet plays a part in that as well. But the other than that, I think I would wait 18. Creatine, I started that at 16. I don't think there's anything wrong with starting that in high school. If you're specifically weight training or if you're vegan, I think supplementing with creatine is a must for all vegans, especially if you're into weight training. What are my thoughts on Bitcoin? I was in on that whole space for quite a while, and I did decent, and I lost some money also in it. I don't understand it. And I'm much more of a stock guy. I'm into much more of a long-term investment guy. I've done day trading courses and swing trading courses. I did them for like for a couple of years and got quite a bit of certificates. And even that, I don't. I run a business and I make my money through a business. I like long-term investments where I could look at a company's uh, profit and loss and their balance sheets, and you can look at who runs the company, who owns the company, and kind of bet on the future of a company or sector long term. That's always done me better. I don't have the time or the energy to sit and watching for patterns and graphs and looking for things like that. And I think that is a lot of gambling. In that, I'm not a fan of a short selling. I think it's a very negative. I don't want to have that mindset of betting against something to do bad. So I believe in getting into solid investments. Bitcoin, I don't know what the future of everything's going to be. I think if people can get into it and make money, I saw that too with the other coin. Is it Dogecoin, whatever the deal is. If there's people making money on it, great. There's also people losing a lot of money on it also. So I think it's really easy to get caught up in the hype of that stuff. If you don't understand it, and I've kind of learned that if you don't understand something, you're better off being involved in something you do understand. And that's always done me fairly well. My weight is between 286, 288, 289-ish right now. I've been just slowly getting leaner and leaner as I keep every week just improving. So Randy asks, big guy, how do you stay motivated to keep going during hard times? It's part of the hungry mindset. #hungry. This is it's no bullshit. It's the real deal. And that's why I filed for all this, and I want it with all that, along with the Ryback trademark, which I'm going to get. But I created the feed me more mindset when I was absolutely dirt poor and had nothing. Was drinking a lot of hard liquor every night, chewing tobacco, did not feel good, and was not taking advantage of my potential. And it went through not a horrible breakup, but went through a breakup where I was, for the first time in my life, I actually was hurt and things, at a younger age, and living away from home. And that, along with that, the book, The Secret, got me, which The Secret led me to Feed Me More with all of that. And then the creation of Ryback. And from that point, I never felt sorry for myself ever again. And I decided I wasn't going to be let life make me its little bitch. I really believe with our mindset, and granted, I think there are things that happen outside of our control, but we have the ability. All I know is being negative and being down and feeling sorry, feeling like a victim will never get us anywhere. Even if the entire world agrees with us, we have to be taking action. We have to shift out of that negative as quickly as possible. We have to do the work in a new direction. So something that has helped me is, and we're all human and we all do it, even in the moment of something negative or upset, I'm always doing work. I always know I don't stay in the moment too long. Still get the feelings. It's inevitable. We're human. We can't escape that. All I know is that I'm very aware, and I recognize it instantly. And I go, okay, I need to not be staying in this position. What can I do to get out of that? What can I do to be going in a positive direction? So I'm always in that mindset that, don't get distracted in the wrong way for too long. And that's why I tell people, I don't worry about what other people are doing. I don't compare myself and look around and I try to constantly remind myself, because we've been brought up in a competitive world where we're kind of taught to compete with each other. And this is one of the things with business I don't even get caught up in it. I just do my thing, and I'm happy. And I've learned happiness so much more since leaving wrestling, where I'm so at peace with myself and I'm not worried about what everybody else is doing. And that's kind of, we're in a really crazy time in the world where, if you're not aware of that, and with social media, everybody's comparing their lives to billions of lives, and it's creating a mass depression. People are frozen. We have more people frozen at this point in time than ever before in the history of the world, because everybody's watching everybody else live a small part of their life really quick, and we're all losing time doing that. And the more time we lose on that, the less time we have to do things to live our lives, to be happy. And also, part of this whole equation is having a mindset that when you do see that stuff, feeling happy for people that they're living their lives, and recognizing when you get a feeling of negativity or hate seeing something, not stopping and posting on it. Don't look at it. Block that person if you don't want to see their stuff. Don't get caught up. Stop, get off social media, and do something productive for our lives. And I think the people that have the ability to recognize that are to continue to do great things. And the ability to focus is going to be the number one trait in this day and age and moving forward. I think even more every year that goes by, I think focus gets more and more important. And the people that have the ability to focus and stay hungry are going to do well in life and be happy. And that could happen at any level on that. I'm not talking like everyone doesn't need to be a millionaire or a billionaire to be happy. Happiness exists in the mind. And if we're truly grateful, now I am a big fan I do believe when you take money out of the equation, you have much more control, and money can solve a lot of problems. That's why, and I do think that's going to become more important than ever in the upcoming years as well. But it doesn't mean that we all can't be happy if we're in a truly grateful mindset, regardless of where we are in our lives. Jeff asked, how much would I have to invest for a home gym that can properly train my body? I mean, it depends. It depends what you get. It depends what your budget is. I think if you can, gym equipment's the one thing though, and I'll tell you this, and I learned this the hard way. You get what you pay for when it comes to gym equipment. You truly get. Now, I don't think that applies to everything in life. So these headphones, I love these headphones. I have them everywhere in my house. They're like $40 headphones, $30, $40, $50 headphones. These things I like better than the Dre's, the Beats by Dre. I had quite a few of those over the years. They always broke on me. And I was like, why am I paying all this money? And I'm not even getting a year out of these, where I got all these other headphones, and these last even longer, and they're cheaper, and I love the sound. Everything is fantastic with them. So I don't think it applies to everything, but I know with gym equipment, you get what you pay for. And so I would say whatever you get the best version of it, or a higher quality option of it. And also baby steps. You don't got to do it all at once. Get things here and there. You could do body weight exercises. And as you add into the little things that you get, I don't know what you could spend as much or as little as you want. That it's kind of, there's no real answer to that question. No, I would love a cabin on a lake as well. Never seen a guy who's been on TV, who I've seen on TV be so real with people. Thank you very much, buddy. I've been the same from day one, and I always try to treat people well. And I always, with everything, this is kind of, and what people don't understand is there's a reason why when I left and walked out of WWE, there's a reason why they put out all this negative stuff, so that it's literally the complete opposite of how I am in real life. The thing is I don't put up with bullshit. So some people don't like, if you come at me and attack me for something you read that's not true, and I block you and think you're a piece of shit, how am I the bad guy in that situation? I don't want people that are that dumb around me. I treat people great. And you'll hear stories, and there's things out there online of people that have met me and things I've done, people that have come backstage and the great experiences. And it's just me being me. And everything put out's been the complete opposite. They are trying so desperately. They want people to think badly of me. And the only people that do are the people of that lower tier negative wrestling fan base that are very toxic, that the wrestling community should not listen to at all. And I never will. I will continue to do my thing and be happy and say, fuck you all along the way, because I will never bend over backwards or cater to that group of people, because they're not good. And I do not like good people that are not good human beings. And if you're dumb enough to believe that stuff, fuck you. I don't want you around me anyways. And that's just the facts. Oh, man, a cabin by the lake, fishing spot. Maybe like 12, 15 broads, just maybe like next door. It'd be fucking amazing. You notice I said next door. They don't want to deal with the woman fights inside the cabin. I'd be hammered the whole time. I can touch my own back with my left arm. My right arm is still, I could get it back there, but we're still working on the flexibility with everything on my right shoulder. We probably got 2 more spots on my shoulder with the scar tissue that once we break this up, my range of motion is going to be pretty damn good. I mean, it's already with the where I'm at now from where I was a year ago. We're in a really cool place. I'm just trying to get it all the way back because I've invested this much time. And it's kind of people, I don't think people understand this along with the back and regrowing the 5 disc. It's a matter of, I want to go back to wrestling at the highest level with I'm not going to hurt myself or anything. My body, I was wrestling when I was messed up and I was able to survive. I just don't want to be in pain anymore. I don't take any pain medicine or anything like that. It's a matter of a difference of going back a little too soon and my shoulder never fully recovering, or fully recovering my shoulder and probably having it never be an issue ever again. So you can understand why I'm taking my time to get this right, which I lost a year with COVID with the stem cells. So that's kind of added to all this, but it's a matter of getting it right. And then I won't have to deal with being in pain for the rest of my life. Where if I go back too soon and I'm still working on it, it's not, and if I don't get it to that certain point, it may never. And I'm at a point where I'm just, you guys will see. I'm fairly confident in what I'm doing. And I say fairly with a wink. I'm very confident in what I'm doing and in the decisions I've made. No, I'll never do a 10,000 calorie challenge. I learned with the YouTube videos on that and getting away from doing the crazy stuff. It's not worth sacrificing your health and putting all that food. And I don't need the money from it. There's no point. And I don't think it's going to sell me more supplements doing unhealthy things, quite frankly. Even for entertainment, even if it's once in a while, I just wanted to get away from it. I'm so healthy in everything I do. You can't be healthy and do that. Everybody, Instagram, TikTok, thank you. I have not heard about a supplement. I don't believe a supplement unless it's some sort of steroid or SARM that would allow for that. Walter says product is great. Lots of pills to take. Have you thought of making bigger pills or upping the dose per pill? Would love to know the breakdown of how it works. Much love, Ryback. Yeah, and depending on the product. So the pill size is you can't go bigger on the pills. There's a lot of people that will not take large horse size pills. Tablets also are not absorbed as well as capsules. Powder capsules are by far the best way to actually get what is in the supplement. With that, we use more ingredients. I give you more value. And so I'm going to use this example. When I was younger, and I learned this at a young age, hydroxycut, when it had the ephedrine, was the best-selling probably supplement of all time. They had a very high capsule count on how much you should take. People didn't care because the product worked. And that is what I found. We've not had people complain about the capsule count. It's not a thing because the products actually work. And what I'll tell people is, if you don't want to take, 3, 4, 5, and, the sleep 8 or 6 capsules, take 2 capsules 3 times. The product works so, and you're going to get the result for it. And the reason is because we actually give you the more ingredients that work synergistically together to provide you the results that we want for that specific product. Whereas a lot of companies, they're hype, it's all marketing. They'll put one ingredient and they go, oh, only 1 pill a day. You can't do it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I would say do oranges and apples over the juice. Absolutely would recommend creatine. I think I take 10 grams a day of our 10 count creatine. I'm a huge fan of creatine. All right, guys, we're gonna have to wrap up. I gotta go grab some stuff here, and I gotta get some more work done. I just wanted to hop on, do some questions, Q&A with you guys a little bit here, and as always, Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com. You can save 25% signing up for our email and text messages. You get 1 message a week, no spam on any of that, guys. We also have discounts for firefighters, police, military, teachers. There's a deal on the front homepage and on the menu bar as well with all of that, guys. And with all orders for all of May, you get a free Feed Me More Nutrition face mask here. These are very high quality face masks. And then we also are doing the wristband and bumper sticker. Is when you select that, just have your pop-ups available on checkout. It will pop up on the screen, and you can get your free gift of a face mask, bumper sticker, and wristband for all of May as well. The black shaker bottles have been ordered as well. So we're just waiting for those to be made and then shipped over to fulfillment. So it's probably going to be 4 or 5 weeks with all of that for the black shakers. And I'm working on some other stuff here behind the scenes, brother, with everything else going on. So thank you guys as always, and for your love and support. And I will see you next time. Stay hungry, my friends. Feed me more.